Hey y'all, guess we'll give it a minute or so, see if anybody else joins. That hurts. Just wanted to come on and say, transport that I was going to do to Connecticut is canceled. Canceled that from this end, nothing to do with the dogs or the rescue. I just felt that it was in the best interest of us here, with Jimmy being a high risk, I guess, patient or person. I didn't think that I should go off that far and something happen, or I catch it and bring it back. I've seen some comments on some other posts. Yes, I have been checking the different states, not necessarily through individuals, through their posts and what they posted as far as closings. The biggest thing was that, and now I just heard that Maryland is shutting down. Pennsylvania's shutting down. New Jersey's going to be shutting down. They're starting their curfew tonight. New Rochelle has shut down, no in or out of that town. All of those spots are in between me and them. It's only going to get worse as far as towns closing from here on out, probably for the next couple weeks. I didn't think that I needed to go up there and get stuck. Probably still would have been better off being stuck with 29 dogs than I would have been with 29 people. Would have been a whole lot better company than a lot of people. My biggest fear was getting stuck up there and not being able to return, or myself being quarantined and I've still got 29 dogs in the trailer. A lot of people said go for it. Some said, don't, stay home. It's, again, it's not about the money. It's about getting the dogs to a better home. The biggest thing that I did fear is getting caught somewhere, anywhere between here and there with the dogs and not being able to move. Yes, we can pack food on the trailer, blankets, supplies, but we can only carry so much. 2 weeks is a long time to be feeding 30 dogs, twice a day, especially water. So that is the reason why I canceled the transport from this end. Would have been a full load, would have been a good run. As far as being able to help out the rescue, I just didn't feel the need to have to go out. I guess didn't feel the need to have to go out in it. We had Paco that was supposed to be going up to Pennsylvania. He'll not go, obviously. I'm not going to send him on another transport. I hope other transports have the same consideration, whether they're legs crossing state lines or you've got your own drivers. Take into consideration those drivers going up there, getting caught somewhere with dogs that don't belong to you. Now you're stuck, and if you're in quarantine, do you have enough food and supplies on that truck or van for them for 2 weeks? The way it's looking, it's just my opinion. I can see some places getting shut down for a really drastic 2-week quarantine. If that were to happen, where are you going to quarantine at? Truck stops. I've been hearing that not allowing you to use the bathrooms to the restrooms. If you know me, and side of the road, that's fine. Just depends on what you got to do, but you can't do that every time. It was a lot of concern for the dogs in the event that we did get stopped. Now, being that I did cancel it, probably never would have been stopped. Probably no other towns would have been shut down. No other curfews, no other city bans, nothing. If I had went, probably would have been shut down before I ever got out of Tennessee. So who knows? But I thought it would be best to not do this run. Stay a little bit closer to the house. And just in case something did happen. I'm hoping nothing does happen with any of the transporters going out that are still pushing against concerns. This virus is pretty nasty. I'm not a doctor by any means, but I do have a couple friends that are in the medical field. It's pretty nasty. The thing that's making it the hardest is there's a 2-week incubation period. So we'll just use me as an example. In 2 weeks, I can run to Connecticut about 3 times. It's about 2,600 miles up there and back each time. So you're looking at about 75 to 8,000 miles. Now each trip, we have about 15 to 20 fuel stops. That's 15 to 20 times that we're seeing people that could be infected. I could have picked it up, between New Milford, Connecticut, and Rose Pine, Louisiana. It's a lot of people infected.
You better get there.
That's a lot of people infected. Now, once they figure out that I did, now they're going to have to backtrack to places that I went and start looking at those people. It takes a lot of time to do that when they could be saving the 15 cases that they've got in, we'll just say Knoxville. It's a town that I go near. They could be helping save those people, get them treated. So, you don't think about it, really that, who are you going to infect or who could infect you? You're talking about running on major interstates in the country.
Get out, kitchen.
That just because you get out and get gas, get diesel, DEF fluid, just run in, use the bathroom, get a drink, come back out. You know how many people touch those pumps? Every trip that we've done, we have seen a Love's tractor trailer stopping at a Love's somewhere dropping fuel. They do not keep fuel there very long. So it's a lot of people taking out probably 100,000 gallons of fuel. That they probably got 1,000 big trucks come through there a day. That's a lot of people. Now you're talking about running legs. You got different people from different areas. They could already have it. You don't know. They don't know. And they go around somebody else and infect them. There have been cases where people are infected and don't know it. They're basically carriers. They don't get sick. They're not showing the signs. Somebody's photobombing. That they may just be a carrier of it. They'll never get sick. A lot of people had that happen when the AIDS virus come out. A lot of people had it. They never got sick. That wasn't really what killed them. The same thing's happening here. I think cities are being... I think they're trying to take precaution. I don't think they really want anybody to die in their cities. Yes, I think they're just trying to err on the side of caution. If you are traveling, don't. Unless you have to, don't. I think, I just talked to Jimmy, I think there was 189,000 cases in the world. 78,000 have recovered. 7,000 have died. That's in the world. Don't ask me if that was true and actual numbers. It was on another page that I joined about the coronavirus. I'm sure those numbers fluctuate.
Get away from her.
You know, the numbers aren't bad right now because of all the countries putting up precautions, putting up bans, coming in or out of the country. You know, because of that. So don't be upset because your town or your state shuts you down. Now, if you're in New York, I'm sorry. I guess you could probably pick a better place to get shut down in New York. No offense, Mike or Aunt Jean, Uncle Skip, Lisa.
We at.
You know,
Papa,
so
leave
just
her alone.
do what you got to do to keep yourself safe, keep your family safe. If you know anybody that's high risk, elderly, take care of them. You know, this is when we're going to find out when, you know, who's actually human and who's actually just an asshole and just going to scarf everything off the shelves. And, you know, just because they want it so nobody else can. If you've got extra stuff that you know that you're not going to need, help somebody out with it. Because somebody is going to need it. Unfortunately, places like Walmart, Save-A-Lot, Wegmans, Brookshire Brothers,
That is her bed.
their people, their workers there are trying real hard to keep up with their with the demand. You know, it's not their fault that the person in front of you just took 20 pounds of hamburger and that's all they had left.
You believe that shit?
Yes, I do.
He's an ass.
You know, it's not their fault that the person's doing that. Should they put limitations on them? I don't know. Yes and no, I guess. Just take care of yourselves. Take care of your people that, if you have any high-risk people in your families, take care of them. Because they are going to be, and they still are, the biggest concern for this virus. Hopefully, it doesn't get any worse than what it is. As far as the people side of it, you know, keeping the shelves bare. Hopefully, as a country, we start getting this virus under control, and people start getting a vaccination or a treatment for it that works. You know, so it's going to take time. They're not going to be able to find it overnight. Just keep your head. Don't push people out into it if you're not willing to go out and get sick and die yourself. I guess that's a good way to look at it. If you're not willing to go out and get sick and contaminate 1,000 people and have a good chance of dying anyway, don't send anybody else out in it. I would say emergency items would be the only reason you'd go out once your town goes on lockdown. So just be prepared for that. Back to the transport side of it. We're not going to Connecticut this week. I had another dog that I was supposed to pick up in Tyler as well, take it to Tennessee. They found another transport for it. I don't care if I lose transports, but if you're willing to send your people out into a sickness that nobody has a cure for yet, kind of makes you greedy. You know, what we'll do for transports is we'll do them in state. That way I can stay a little bit closer to the house. It's not bad. Everybody's seen my setup. So if you've got dogs that need to be moved, you know, within the state, just let us know. I will accommodate that. We'll discuss the details at a different time. So we're not going to Connecticut this week. Hopefully things will get cleared up. Things will start slacking off. In a couple weeks, we'll be back to running up there. We will do transports within the state. You know, it doesn't matter how many you got, where they're going. You know, we can accommodate that. So, yeah, that's our kids barking. You know, so just keep everybody safe. Keep yourself safe. Try not to intentionally put yourself into harm's way to potentially bring it back to your house. Yeah, it's just something unfortunate we got to do. Some of us in my age group have never seen anything like this. Some of the older people, I would guess probably 80s and 90s as far as age, they probably have. We haven't seen a country shut down like this. So take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Take care of the high-risk people that you know, because somebody you know from somehow is probably going to get infected. Take care of you and yourself and your own, and do what you have to do to prevent it from coming to your house. If everybody does that, we can pretty much stop the spread. So do that. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you got the supplies you need. I'm not saying run out and you know, empty Walmart shelves. You know, help each other out. So appreciate y'all. Everybody be careful. Don't do anything stupid. Keep yourself out of trouble. Because we all know how situations like this can go. So hopefully this will get cleared up and you know, in a few weeks, and we can get back to rolling out of the state. We'll take that, you know, as we go. So I appreciate y'all watching, and you know, we'll just have to take it day by day and week by week. So appreciate y'all. Thank you.